Good evening from the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as we get set for Great Plains Athletic Conference volleyball between the Dordt Defenders and the Mount Marty Lancers. The Dordt Defenders come into today's contest 1-11 overall, 0-6 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, looking for that elusive first win of the conference year, while the Mount Marty Lancers are 9-10 overall and 2-4 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Biker. I'll be describing the action to you here on the Dordt Media Network as the Dordt Defenders return home for the first time in nearly 3 weeks. They're coming off of a loss last Saturday to the Concordia Bulldogs. Let's take a closer look at these two teams. Let's begin with the Dordt Defenders. The Dordt Defenders 1-11 this season, and it has been a series of near misses for the Defenders as we have traversed our way through this season. The Defenders are led by Riley Donhoffers, 2.84 kills per set. Ellie Doctors at 2.51. Terrence Sparts, 2.46 kills per set. And Briley Schweer is at 1.42 kills per outing. Sophie Johnson puts up 6.36 assists per set. And Macy Kamler has 10 service aces for the Dordt Defenders. They also get 4.87 digs per set from McKenna Koima, 2.87 from Madison Viss. And Ellie Wegg is in on nearly 1 block per set. For the Mount Marty Lancers, they come into today's contest 9-10 at this point. They are led by Julia Weber's 3.5 kills per outing. Mia First is at 2.4, and J.C. Fisher is at 2.2. Aubrey Herbolsheimer is at 1.7 kills per set, and Gabby Miller is at 1.3 kills per outing. Allie Whitmire is at 9.2 assists per set, and they have been helped by significant service ace advantage. They have 104 service aces for the season, while opponents have 88. Mount Marty and Dordt, Great Plains Athletic Conference volleyball play. We'll have more on our pre-match coverage. A look around the conference right after this break. You're listening and watching on the Dordt Media Network.
This Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast is brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
And brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and the results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online at 712realty.com. Leading you home.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Look around the conference. It's going to be a busy weekend this weekend. The conference standings heading into play tonight. Concordia and Jamestown are both 6-0. Northwestern is 5-1 in Great Plains Athletic Conference action. The College of St. Mary and Midland are both 4-2. Dakota Wesleyan 3-3. Hastings, Morningside, and Mount Marty are all 2-4. Bar Cliff is 1-5 along with Doane. And the Dordt defenders stand 0-6 in Great Plains Athletic Conference play. Conference action tonight. Doane is at Jamestown. The College of St. Mary is at Northwestern. Hastings is at Dakota Wesleyan. Concordia is at Briar Cliff. Midland is at Morningside. Mount Marty is at Dordt. Best match on paper in terms of the conference race right now. College of St. Mary at Northwestern. And Hastings versus Dakota Wesleyan. That one's kind of on the outskirts. If Dakota Wesleyan wants to insert themselves into the conversation for the top 4 spots, they probably need to win a match like that this evening. There's more volleyball tomorrow. Concordia is at Morningside. Hastings is at Jamestown. Midland is at Briar Cliff. Doane visits Dakota Wesleyan, and the College of St. Mary will play Dordt tomorrow afternoon, and that will be a 1:30 start time for the junior varsity and a 3 o'clock start time for the varsity, and that'll be available on the Dordt Media Network tomorrow afternoon as well. Recapping what's happening around campus today, the Dordt Defender hockey team is in action tonight. They're opening the season against a home season against Drake tonight. That was a 7 o'clock face-off at the Vernon Arena at the All-Season Center. Football team is on the road tomorrow. They'll play Hastings. The soccer teams have tomorrow off. Volleyball, as I alluded to earlier, they'll be playing College of St. Mary tomorrow afternoon. 1:30 start time for the varsity, junior varsity, and a 3 o'clock start time for the varsity. And hockey will also be in action tomorrow. That's scheduled for a 2 o'clock face-off. That is in Sioux Center, and that is Dordt versus Drake in that contest as well. You are watching the Dordt Media Network. Dordt versus the Mount Marty Lancers. Dordt 1-11, Mount Marty 9-10. Mount Marty 2-4. The conference coached by Belen Albertos, while Dordt is coached by Jackie Smith, looking for their first win of the conference season. Let's take another break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym. Volleyball action on the way right after this timeout on the Wireless World pregame show.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Suin, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
And brought to you by Huber's Plumbing and Heating. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Orange City will exceed your expectations. Thanks to these Dordt Media Network sponsors, Ski Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether building or replacing, we have the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski Bout and see the difference. Ski Bout Window and Door.
Thanks to M&H True Value. Behind every project is a true value. Start right, start here. M&H True Value.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Beaver Eye Care, serving Sioux Center and the surrounding communities for over 30 years. Come see Dr. Paul Beaver, Dr. Dan Clausing, or Dr. Reese Beaver for all your comprehensive eye care needs. This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. We will get to volleyball in just a moment as we are going through the introductions of the rosters for both teams. This Mount Marty team has inserted themselves into the conversation for the conference playoffs, and for the Dordt defenders, if they want to be in that conversation, they need to win some matches. And tonight, one of those matches that I would say pretty important if you want to have a shot at the Great Plains Athletic Conference postseason tournament, the 8-team field that begins in latter, actually pushed back into November. If they want to be a part of that, probably need to figure out a way to get a win here this evening against the Mount Marty Lancers. So both teams with a pretty significant amount to play for. We're past the third of the way point of the conference season. The Mount Marty Lancers 2-4, while the Dordt defenders stand 0-6. And for the defenders, as I take a look at the matchup, these are the things that strike me. The defenders will have to serve, receive well against a team that has more aces than their opponents at this point of the season. They're averaging 1.5 ace serves per set, while the Dordt defenders are allowing 1.8 ace serves per set. That is a significant number. Neither team has an advantage in terms of blocking. Dordt gives up about half a point per set more than their opponent, while the Mount Marty Lancers surrender 1 point more per set on blocks than their opponents. Both teams right around 11 or 12 kills per set. Both teams with kill efficiencies in that 100 range. Dordt at 138, so a little better than 100. Mount Marty is at 118. Mount Marty, though, does cover the court pretty well. In terms of their digging, they're averaging nearly 18 digs per contest. The defenders are averaging 16.6 digs per contest. I think all we have to do now is to play some volleyball between the Dordt defenders and the Mount Marty Lancers. Glad to have you along with me on a Friday night as we get into volleyball play. It's been a while. Last week, broadcast the Concordia match via the remote style. Stayed at home because of some scheduling challenges. And in that one, the Dordt defenders lose to Concordia 3-0. That's their most recent play. Kelly MacArthur will be serving for the defenders. She is a junior from Minneapolis, Minnesota. She dealt with an injury early in the season, and she is serving, and she will be doing the majority of the setting for the defenders if all holds true here this evening. Floater controlled by Mount Marty. Lancers on the attack. Set goes to the middle and tooled off the block for the kill. Indahl with the kill. So Addison Indahl will now serve for the Mount Marty Lancers, and the Mount Marty Lancers grab a 1-0 lead. 1-0 our score. Mount Marty in front. Addison Indahl now serving. She floats one over. Short taken by Lydia Van Clay over to MacArthur. Back set right side Donhofer. Donhofer cross-court shot and a kill. So the Mount Marty Lancers and defenders tied 1-1 here in set number 1. Serving for the defenders will be Madison Viss, a junior from Rock Valley, Iowa. Defensive specialist. And she will serve. Short serve taken by the Lancers. Pushed to the outside. Tapped over the box. Saved by MacArthur. Gets it over to Koima. Bump set outside to Doctor. Doctor with a long hit. And it goes out of bounds. The attack error gives Mount Marty a 2-1 lead. 2-1 our score. 2-1 our score. We will check in with how the hockey contest is happening today as well. Short serve taken by Koima. Gets it to MacArthur. Back set right side to Doctor. Doctor for the kill. We're tied 2-2. Ellie Doctor has steadily put together a fine season up to this point. Doctor, a sophomore from Sioux Center, averaging 2.5 kills per set. She has settled in as the right side attacker for the defenders. Briley Schweer with service, and Schweer's serve is long and out of bounds. Point for the Lancers, and Mount Marty leads at 3-2. 3-2 our score. And the Lancers, Julia Werner serving. Werner serve, short taken by Viss. Comes outside to Spart. Spart's unable to put it away. Mount Marty scrambling. They get it to the middle, and mistiming her jump is Herbolsheimer. And the Dordt defenders on the board, tying it 3-3. Our third tie already of this set. So 3-3 our score. Serving will be Sophie Johnson, the junior from Hendricks, Minnesota, by way of Southwest State in Marshall, Minnesota. Set to the outside, blocked at the net. Dordt able to put the block up. Lancers cover it. Set goes right side over the top of the block, and hitting it wide and out of bounds is J.C. Fisher. So J.C. Fisher hits it long and out of bounds, trying to go cross court with that one. Over at the hockey arena, Dordt leading 2-0. That's at the end of the first period, so they're in intermission there. Set goes right side, and that one's off high hands, and a kill for the Lancers. J.C. Fisher with the kill. We're tied 4-4. So 4-4. Mount Marty Lancers, Zoe Birch will check into the match. So Birch will check in. Checking out will be J.C. Fisher, and Birch, she'll be easy to pick out. She wears the long leggings. And Birch will line it up, send it over, floater. Taken by Koima. She hit it with the left hand. Comes outside to MacArthur. MacArthur, a cross-court shot, kill. Kelly MacArthur makes it 5-4, so Sophie Johnson got the setup to MacArthur that time. MacArthur finishes it. Now the Dordt defenders will send Isa Cumana into the contest. So Isa will check into the game, and she will attack from the right side. That means Sophie Johnson will handle the rest of the setting chores on this rotation. Serving for the defenders, that's Kamler, controlled. Lancers attacking. Mount Marty with a 5-4 lead, and the Lancers tool it off a block. That's Gabby Miller with the kill. 5-5, point and point we go. Had a feeling that this could happen. And in the early stages, two pretty evenly matched teams up to this point. Lancers, Sullivan taken by Koima, comes back over to Wegg. Wegg with a kill out of the middle. Ellie Wegg with the kill. Dordt leads 6-5. 6-5, McKenna Koima serving. And McKenna Koima, the senior from Rock Valley, she's one of the seniors who will be recognized during tomorrow's contest as Senior Day. It's been deemed Senior Day. Cross-court shot wide and out of bounds by the Lancers. Out of play, point defenders. Dordt leads 7-5. 7-5 our score. McKenna Koima still serving. And Koima's serve goes into the net. So back-to-back points by the defenders, broken up now by the service error. Dordt leads 7-6. Serving is Whitmire. So Whitmire with service for the Lancers. Whitmire, floater taken by Lydia Van Clay. Gets it over to Johnson. Right side it goes Cumana. Cumana, Doug, and Cumana with a kill. Isa Cumana with the kill. She's the Caracas Venezuelan, averaging 1.2 kills per set. Kelly MacArthur serving. And Kelly MacArthur will serve. Dordt with a 2-point lead, one time through the rotation. And MacArthur's serve, that'll go as an ace. Dordt leads 9-6. So a service ace for the defenders. That is ace serve number 1 by either team. The defenders have yet to record, well, they should have one kill at least. Set goes outside. That was Doctor who had a kill earlier in the match that I can recall. Julia Werner with the kill. And Julia Werner makes it 9-7. 9-7 our score. There the live stats have updated. They had frozen where they were at. Dordt with 5 kills as a team, leading 9-7. MacArthur goes over to Schweer, blocked at the net. MacArthur will reload, sends it left side over to Doctor. Doctor hits it wide and out of bounds. Point Mount Marty. Mount Marty with the point. It's 9-8. Defenders up 9-8, serving And the serve taken by Lydia Van Clay over to MacArthur. Set comes right side, blocked at the net, controlled. MacArthur is going to be called for a double, and we're tied 9-9. 9-9 our score. Addison Indahl with service. And Indahl with serve, taken by Van Clay. Comes back over to MacArthur, left side, and tooling it off of the block for the kill is Ellie Doctor. That stops the string of 3 points in a row by the Lancers. Dordt regains the lead at 10-9. 10-9 our score. Ellie Doctor gives Dordt a 1-point lead. And Doctor now with a couple of kills. Lancers, Ivy Mines with the pass. The attack by Julia Werner, and the Dordt defenders put the block up. It's 11-9. 11-9. Dordt serving. Maddie Viss doing the honors. Maddie Viss with the serve to the back line, long and out of bounds. Point Mount Marty. It's 11-10. 11-10. Mount Marty has service. This is Ivy Mines. And Mines serve, and that'll go as an ace as Taryn Spart's unable to handle it. It's 11-11. First ace serve of the night for the Lancers. And that was Mines with the ace. 11-11. Mines serve. MacArthur sets it outside Sparts. Down the line, dug by Whitmire. And trying to go across court. Koima gets to it. Comes back outside to Sparts. Sparts blocked at the net. Point Mount Marty. Mount Marty leads 12-11. 12-11 our score. Mount Marty leading. And serving for the Lancers will be Ivy Mines. Ivy Mines with service to the sideline wide and out of bounds. We're tied 12-12. 12-12. Briley Schweer with service. And Schweer's serve. Controlled. Set goes to the middle. Blocked at the net. Dordt gets the block. Mount Marty reloads. Set goes outside through the block. And a kill for J.C. Fisher. Mount Marty reestablishes the 1-point lead at 13-12. 13-12. Julia Werner serving. Mount Marty is led by one on a couple of occasions. No more than one, though. Now we have moisture on the floor. Going to be a long night if this is the case. Haven't gotten that break in the fall warmth yet, at least when we've had home volleyball. It seems like every time we have a home volleyball match, temps are in the 80s outside. Today, no different. Julia Werner serving. And Werner's serve, a floater taken by Viss up to the net. MacArthur keeps it alive. Sparts gets a hand on it, sends it over. Mount Marty attacking. Set goes outside, tooling it off the block, but down on Mount Marty's side is J.C. Fisher. And Fisher gets blocked on the play. Dordt ties it at 13-13. 13-13. And serving will be Sophie Johnson. Sophie's serve is into the net. Point Mount Marty. Mount Marty regains the lead at 14-13. 14-13. Serving for the Lancers will be Birch. So Birch with service. And Birch's serve taken by Viss, goes outside Sparts, off high hands. Mount Marty scrambles to it. Set right side, blocked at the net. Mount Marty reloads. Set goes outside, through the block, controlled by Koima. Gets it to Johnson, comes to Wag with a kill. We're tied 14 all. 14-14. Neither team able to get much of a lead here this evening. Lancers serve receive. McKenna Koima serving for the defenders. And McKenna Koima Macy Kamler will serve, beg your pardon. So Macy Kamler with service. And Kamler's serve is controlled by the Lancers. Lancers attacking, set right side, pushed over the block, saved by Koima. Comes back to Johnson, right side Cumana, pushes it over the block, saved by Mines. Here comes Mount Marty, tips it over. Johnson with a set outside to Donhofer. Donhofer with a kill. Back-to-back points for the defenders. They take the lead at 15-14. Macy Kamler with service. And Macy Kamler, the junior from Shickley, Nebraska, serving. Set goes outside, and the attack goes off the antenna. Out of bounds, point defenders. Addison Indahl hits it into the antenna. And the Dordt defender lead is 16-14, set number 1. Kamler has service, and Kamler's serve controlled. Here come the Lancers. Set goes to the middle, and a block put up on the attack by Aubrey Herbolsheimer, and the Dordt defenders take the lead at 17-14. 17-14 defenders after the block at the net put up by Donhofer and Wag. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch. Buffet, carry out, or delivery.
Joyner and Zvort Dentistry, providing the latest in dental technology in a warm, comfortable, and relaxing environment. And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Seventeen to 14. Her serve taken by Mines. Right side, pushed over the block, covered by Koima. Gets it over to Johnson. Backs at Cumana. Cumana with a kill. It's 18 to 14. 5 points in a row by the defenders. It's 18 to 14. Dordt. Macy Kamler with service. And Kamler will line it up, send it over, and she serves into the net. That stops the string at 5 points in a row. It's 18 to 15. 18-15. Skylar Sullivan will serve for the Lancers. Defenders by 3, trying to open up the match with a 1-0 lead. Let's see if they can hang on to it here. Serve, a floater, taken by Weg to Johnson. Right side to Cumana. Cumana with a kill. It's 19 to 15. 19-15 our score. So 19 to 15, McKenna Koima with serve, short, taken by the Lancers. Mount Marty attacking, set goes outside. Koima digs it up, comes back left side over to Donhofer. Donhofer through the block for the kill. Riley Donhofer makes it 20 to 15. So Donhofer, the senior from Sioux City, averaging a team high 2.8 kills per set, records that kill. And McKenna Koima now with service. Koima's serve taken by Mines. Right side attacking down the line. Koima digs it up, but the kill for Gabby Miller. It's 20-16. So the defenders right now in a position where they can play side-out volleyball. Play side-out volleyball, you win the set. Take a 1-0 lead. Serving will be Whitmire. And Whitmire's floater taken by Lydia Van Clay. Sophie Johnson set outside to Donhofer. Donhofer unable to put it away. Set goes right side down the line, controlled by Koima. Van Clay keeps it alive, pushed over the net by Donhofer. Mines will set it, right side, pushed through the block, covered by Koima, gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Schweer, Schweer with a kill. Riley Schweer with a kill. It's 21-16. So another timeout on the floor, charged to the Lancers. That's timeout number 2 for them. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening and watching the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks to Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
In the middle of America, you'll find a city that has it all, giving all it has, where the next chapter of our story is being written by a new generation, bold in their vision, to create a city in the middle of everything, where everyone is welcome, to watch their dreams take flight and come to life through family, friends, and faith, where our streets are safe, business is strong, and our future is bright. Sioux Center, live life in the middle of everything.
21-16 our score. Dordt leading by 5. Dordt will serve. And serving for the defenders will be MacArthur. So Kelly MacArthur checks in. Sophie Johnson checks out. Isa Cumana also checks out. And I believe Ellie Doctor came into the match there as well. MacArthur with the short serve. Pops it over the net. Controlled by the Lancers. Set goes outside and tooling it off the block for the kill is Werner. Werner with the kill. So Werner with the kill. Addison Indahl with service. Mount Marty still within striking distance. Let's see if Dordt can stay away from the strings of points. That goes right side and Donhofer with the attack, but it goes long and out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. Point Lancers. It's 21-18. Well, you want to stop it here if you're Dordt. This has been Dordt's Achilles heel. The last several matches, giving up points and runs, got to get out of rotations, and that time the serve goes into the net, so they catch an unforced error by the Lancers. That puts Dordt at 22 points. Dordt leading 22-18. 22-18 our score. Serving will be Maddie Viss. And Viss's serve, short, controlled by the Lancers, and Chaitka. Controlled. Here comes MacArthur. Outside it goes Sparts. Sparts over the block. No one touched it. Point Lancers. Lancers trail 22-19. Serving for the Lancers will be Ivy Mines. Mines is a senior from Yankton. She's the libero. Looks over to coach Belen Albertos for her service zone. Ellie Doctor with the attack from the right side for the kill. It's 23-19. 23-19 our score. Briley Schweer serving. And Schweer with service. Dordt leading by 4. And the short serve controlled. Here come the Lancers. Set goes to the middle and a kill out of the middle for Herbolsheimer. It's 23-20. 23-20. Serving will be Julia Werner. And Werner's serve, a floater, controlled. Here comes Viss, goes to MacArthur. MacArthur to Sparts. Sparts down the line and misses the line wide and out of bounds. Point Lancers. Lancers still in it, 23-21. 23-21, service. Here comes the defenders, pushed over the net by Doctor. Doctor's attack, her tap over. Goes wide and out of bounds, though, and the Dordt defenders need a timeout, leaving 23-22. Mount Marty pressing, and the Dordt defenders use the timeout, brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Suin, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
23-22, Mount Marty back to within a point. Still serving is Julia Werner. Werner serve taken by Viss to MacArthur. MacArthur goes to the middle to Doctor. Doctor tools it off the block for the kill. Dordt now at set point. 24-22. The Dordt defenders at set point. Trying to close out this set and take a 1-0 lead. And serving for the defenders will be Sophie Johnson. Taken by Mines. Gets it to Werner. Werner over the back set. And the block put up on the attack by Fisher. They'll reload. This time it goes to the opposite side. Gabby Miller. Miller with the kill. It's 24-23. So Gabby Miller with the kill. And that's her her third of the match. And serving for the Lancers will be Zoe Birch trying to tie it. 24-23, Birch with serve. Dordt still at set point. Johnson to the middle, MacArthur. MacArthur off high hands. Mines there to pick it up. Comes back outside, popped over the block, and we're tied. 24-24, Mount Marty is tied it. And the Dordt defenders will use a timeout here. 24-24 our score. Let's take another break. This time out brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products, caseysbakery.com. Back with more after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1981. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner, online at germanfarmers.com. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today. Serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Special thanks to all our Dordt Media Network sponsors. Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Van Engelenhoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency throughout Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelenhoven Agency's Sioux Center advisors Mark Holsoff or Lisa Dykstra.
Score and an ace serve. Zoe Birch with a timely ace for the Mount Marty Lancers. And now the defenders have to fight off set point. Zoe Birch serving. And Birch's serve to the back line. Taken by Viss. Koima will bump it up towards the net. Sparts into the block, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by by Mount Marty. Point defenders were tied 25 all, and Dordt will have service. 25-25 our score. Serving for the defenders will be Macy Kamler. Kamler checks into the match. Cumana is in as well. Doctor checks out along with MacArthur. Kamler with service, and Kamler's serve controlled. Back set, right side, and the defender, Gabby Miller hits it into the block and actually outside the antenna. Point defenders. Dordt now at set point again. 26-25. Serving will be Kamler. And Kamler's topspin serve. Lancers get to it. This is Werner. Set goes to the middle. They set a joust at the net. One out by Dordt that time. Mount Marty reloads, and attacking wide and out of bounds is Gabby Miller. And the Dordt defenders win set one, 27-25. 32-25. 27-25, the final in set number 1. Dordt defenders with a 1-0 lead. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with set number 2 from the DeWitt Gym right after this.
Hello fans of Defender Sports, hope you're enjoying the game whether you're a friend or family member of a player or coach or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. But going into each and every game, there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has, and that's a game plan. If these players and coaches are willing to put this much time into planning for a game, how much more important is putting together a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, but if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, we've been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things more important than finances, while being good stewards of the resources God has entrusted to their care. Because there's things in life more important than money, and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media. Check out our podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or your favorite podcast app, or schedule a complimentary meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money.
Now you're getting a look at the People's Bank highlights. The Dordt defenders closing out set 1, 27-25. There was a key kill by Ellie Doctor. Doctor led the team with 4 kills. 3 kills for Riley Donhofer, 2 for Ellie Wegg. 8 assists for Sophie Johnson, 5 for Kelly MacArthur, 8 digs by McKenna Koima for the defenders. For the Lancers, 3 kills for Miller, 2 each for Fisher, Indahl, and Weber. 4 assists each for Weber and Whitmire. 1 ace each for Mines and Birch. Well, there on your screen, you see President Eric Hoekstra and men's basketball coach Brian Van Haften. President Hoekstra, busy man tonight. I saw him over at the ice arena as well. And over there, I still want to call them the Blades. That'll sneak out once in a while, but the Defender hockey team leading 2-1, so the Drake Bulldogs getting a goal after Dordt had a 2-0 lead heading into the second period. So that one stands 2-1 now. And that's past the midpoint of the second period, so a fast-moving contest thus far over there. And we are just about set for set 2. Reminder that our pregame and postgame shows are brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. Van Clay with the pass. It goes over to Donhofer. Donhofer with the kill, and the Dordt defenders lead 1-0. 1-0 defenders. The Dordt defenders in set number 1. 15 kills, 7 errors, 32 total attacks, a .250 kill efficiency, while the Lancers had 10-9 and 34, an .029 kill efficiency. Through the block for the kill, that's Julia Werner. Werner and I'm going to double check that. I have it as Werner, but stat sheet shows it as Weber. And we're going to say Weber instead. So I beg your pardon, somewhere in my prep work, printed Werner rather than Weber, so my apologies. MacArthur goes back outside to Koima. Koima comes back to Doctor, unable to put it away. Set goes over to Weber. Weber unable to put it away. Dug by Koima on the cross-court shot. Back over to Sparts, and Taryn Sparts with the kill. 2-1, Dordt with a 1-point lead. Serving for the defenders will be Briley Schweer. So Briley Schweer serving. And Schweer, the sophomore from Alt, Colorado. Weber keeps it alive. Sent it over to Stanton. Stanton unable to put it away. Tipped over the net by Sparks. Now a joust at the net, and Mount Marty unable to get an attack out of it. Dordt leads 3-1. Well, would love to see the defenders stretch it out, and now they call a net violation. So that's going to be a block error on the defenders. Coach Jackie Smith up questioning the call. I had thought the blockers were well off of the net. So the block error against the defenders. Ivy Mines will serve. And quite honestly, I know that what I think doesn't really matter a whole lot. Mine serve taken by Sparks, and this runs out of a room. And the Lancers lead at 3-2. That's unfortunate. Dordt lead, trailing 3-2 now. Mines going to the same spot, serves it wide and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt ties at 3-3. Tomorrow we'll have all kinds of activity. We'll have hockey tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, volleyball at 1:30 and 3, varsity is at 3, and we'll have football on KIHK. That's at 1 o'clock kickoff in Hastings. Right side attack, dug by Johnson on the cross-court shot, back over to Sparts. Sparts power tip, got pushed right back at her. She pushes it back. Now the Lancers attacking, and the Lancers off the block for the kill. That's J.C. Fisher. Mount Marty leads 4-3. So Weber with service. I better scratch that out on my note sheet. Otherwise, I'm going to call her Werner inadvertently again. That's Weber. Outside it goes to MacArthur. MacArthur with the kill. Kelly MacArthur with the kill, and the defenders tied up 4-4. Those of you watching on our live stats, we'll get our stat crew will get that corrected at when they have a moment. And an ace serve for the defenders and Macy Kamler. Kamler came into the match leading the defenders at 10 ace serves for the season. Kelly MacArthur has also recorded an ace serve tonight. She has shown herself to be capable with there as well. And we have an attack error on the Lancers. Point defenders, and Dordt rallies to take a 6-4 lead here. We've had 3 ties here in set number 2. Short serve controlled. Here come the Lancers. Back set right side over the top of the block. Saved by Kamler after the contact. Comes back outside Donhofer. Donhofer blocked at the net. Lancers cover it up. Comes back to the middle. Tipped over the net. Saved by Wag. Dordt unable to get a clean attack out of it. Now sent over by J.C. Fisher. Dug by Johnson. Set to Kumana. Kumana tools it off the block. Saved by the Lancers. Bump set by Weber. She'll pass it over the net instead. Kamler to Johnson. Johnson outside Donhofer. Power tip. Saved by the Lancers. Set goes outside over the top of the block. That's Miller. Miller unable to put it down. Koima. Koima left side Donhofer. Donhofer into the net. Point Lancers. 6-5. The defenders leading by a point. And serving will be Zoe Birch. So Birch with service. Birch's serve taken by Vin Clay. Outside it goes Donhofer. Donhofer through the block for the kill. Riley Donhofer with the kill, and I believe that's number 5 for her tonight. She's hitting .250 for the match. McKenna Koima, short serve, taken by Mine. Set goes to the middle, tooled off the block, saved by Koima. Gets it over to Johnson, right side Cumana. Cumana over the kill. Isa Cumana makes it 8-5. 8-5, Dordt with a 1-0 lead in the match. And leading 8-5 here in set number 2. McKenna Koima has service. So the defenders trying to take a stranglehold on this one early. Pushed over the net, and that's Herbolsheimer. Herbolsheimer with the kill as that one was hanging on the tape. And she puts it away. Over at the ice arena, it's Dordt leading Drake 3-1. That's in the second period with about 5 minutes to go. Serve taken by Van Clay. Gets it to Johnson. Pushed over the net by Schweer. Schweer finds the spot. Back corner kill. Riley Schweer makes it 9-6. Kelly MacArthur serving. So Kelly MacArthur, the junior. And she will serve, the Minneapolis, Minnesota native. Down the line, controlled by the Lancers, and a joust at the net. And they're going to call either a back row attack. I didn't get the official's indication. It's either a back row attack or a net violation. 10-6, defenders leading. Lancers have both timeouts remaining. It'll be interesting to see how long Coach Albertos lets it ride for the time. She does for the time being. Now the attack goes long and out of bounds by Indall. Point defenders. Dordt leads 11-6. 11-6 our score, and the Mount Marty Lancers are going to call a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more right after this.
We understand how complex the financial landscape can be to navigate. Our goal is to free up your hands so that you can focus on what is most important in life.
This live stream broadcast brought to you by Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center, your source for quality automotive parts for your car or truck. Let them use their knowledge to help you find the right vehicle battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, and other parts needed to get your job done. Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center.
Serving for the Dordt defenders will be Kelly MacArthur. And Kelly MacArthur with service. Mount Marty will check a new player in. This is Allie Whitmire. And the serve catches the tape, rolls over. Mount Marty gets an arm on it, keeps it alive. Set goes outside. Dordt puts the block up with Schweer and Doctor. This time Dordt covers it on the tip. That was MacArthur who got to it, and the attack from the right side, Ellie Doctor. Doctor makes it 12-6. 12-6 defenders. So Dordt leading 12-6, serving Kelly MacArthur. Short serve controlled. Here come the Lancers. Back set, right side pushed over the block. And the Lancers pushed it back set, right side. Doctor power tip, unable to put it away. Weber with the dig. Comes back left side, saved by Koima. Pushed over the net by Donhofer, saved by Mines. Weber sets it left side, pushed over the block by Indall. Here comes Dordt. MacArthur back over to Schweer. Schweer over the kill. 13-6, defenders leading by 7. So 13-6. Serving again will be MacArthur, and MacArthur nearly an ace. It's helped over. Mount Marty, no attack, but they got it over. MacArthur now tips it back. Lancers attacking out of the middle. MacArthur there for the block, or for the dig, I should say. Comes back to Doctor. Doctor with a kill. Dordt right now on a 6-0 run. They've scored 8 of the last 9 and 11 of the last 13. They lead 14-6 in set number 2. Timeout, Mount Marty. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more right after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Defenders get it back. Langmeyer cross court. Got it again. Back to action, and the defenders unable to dig it cleanly as Lydia Van Clay's dig goes up into the rafters here at the DeWitt gym. And the Lancers with service. Dordt leading 14-7. Set goes to the middle. Schweer unable to put it away. Set goes and to the middle and unable to put it down is Stanton. Stanton hits it wide and out of bounds. It's 15-7. Set goes outside, banged off of the block and out of play. Julia Weber. And the serve goes long and out of bounds. Last touch by Mount Marty, and the Dordt defenders lead it 16-8. And Mount Marty serving and blocked at the net. Here come the defenders, and Ellie Doctor unable to put it down, taps it into the net. Set goes left side, Taryn Sparts. Sparts unable to put it down. Set goes right side, unable to put it away. Viss set left side, Sparts. Sparts through the box, saved by Mount Marty and Whitmire. Set left side, Weber. Weber unable to put it down. Left side it goes to Sparts. Sparts over the block, and Sparts hits it long and out of bounds. (16-10) defenders. Controlled. Here's the right side attack. Doctor, and Doctor puts it away. Ellie Doctor makes it 17-10. 17-10. And Sophie Johnson with service. Johnson's serve is controlled by the Lancers. Lancers pushed over the block, saved. Koima, and Koima unable to keep it in play. It drops to the floor at 17-11. 17-11. And the defenders, Taryn Sparts unable to handle the service. That'll go as a service ace for the Lancers, and the Lancers 4 service aces so far this evening. Dordt with a pair. 17-12 defenders by 5. Serve is wide and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt leads 18-12 here in set number 2. So Kamler with service. And Macy Kamler serving to the sideline, controlled by the Lancers. Lancers set right side, and out of the middle for the kill is Herbolsheimer. Herbolsheimer with the kill. It's 18-13 defenders by 5. So the defenders in control, but the Lancers hanging around, kind of similar to what they did in set number 1, where the defenders had a 23-19 lead, 21-16 at one point as well. Felt like they were in control, and Mount Marty got all the way to set point before Dordt won it, 27-25. Out of the middle is Wag for the kill. It's 19-13. 19-13 defenders by 6. Matt Boss will have the call of tomorrow's volleyball match. I'll be in Hastings for the football game. Daniel Drystra is at hockey tomorrow, so we'll be spread thin. Set right side and banging it into the tape is Aubrey Herbolsheimer. Dordt leads 20-13. Mount Marty has used both of their timeouts, so the defender's in the driver's seat. McKenna Koima with serve. Dordt leading by 7. Set goes outside, and hitting it into the block is Mount Marty's Addison Indahl, but she tools it off of the block put up by Isabella Cumana, and the defender lead is 20-14. 20-14. Skylar Sullivan serving. Controlled by Koima. Gets it over to Johnson. Set goes outside, and Donhofer with the kill. Donhofer with the kill makes it 21-14. Defenders leading by 7. And serving will be Kelly MacArthur, so the defenders in the driver's seat. Controlled by Mount Marty. Set left side and off of the block. Dordt digs it. Van Clay. Right side back to Doctor. Doctor for the kill. Ellie Doctor makes it 22-14. 8 kills for Doctor. She has match honors so far. And Kelly MacArthur with serve. MacArthur's serve taken by Weber. Mines, outside it goes, saved by Koima. Pushed over the net by Doctor to the sideline, saved by Mount Marty. Mount Marty attacking, saved by Koima. Koima unable to do anything with it, pushed over the net by Donhofer, saved. Here comes Mount Marty. Mount Marty blocked at the net, and the Lancers keep it alive and send it over. MacArthur, right side Schweer. Schweer with the kill. Briley Schweer with the kill. So Briley Schweer makes it 23-14. Dordt definitely in the driver's seat now. It's their set to lose at this point, trying to take a 2-0 lead. Campbell Marshall into the contest. She serves. Set goes right side to Doctor. Doctor unable to put it away. Cross-court shot. Pushed over the net by Marshall. Campbell Marshall. Mount Marty bench wanted a back row attack on Marshall. Campbell Marshall, they say she wasn't attacking but just tapped it over the block. Serving will be Allie Whitmire. Whitmire with service. And Whitmire's serve, short, taken by Van Clay. Left side it goes, Schweer. Schweer blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt leads 24-15. 24-15. So Madison Viss with service. Madison Viss served to the sideline, controlled. Lancers pushed over the block. Koima with a lunging save, no. That one drops to the floor. It's 24-16, Indall with a kill. So Indall now with service. And the serve controlled by Koima. Right side, tipped over the block, saved. Mount Marty attacking, dig by Sparts. Pushed over the block by Schweer. And Mount Marty unable to get an attack out of it. Dordt wins it 25-16. So the defenders with the win in set number 2, 25-16. Let's take a break and we'll be back with set 3. Dordt leading 2-0 when we're back right after this.
Hello fans of Defender Sports, hope you're enjoying the game whether you're a friend or family member of a player or coach or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice and it shows. But going into each and every game, there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has, and that's a game plan. If these players and coaches are willing to put this much time into planning for a game, how much more important is putting together a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, but if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, we've been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things more important than finances, while being good stewards of the resources God has entrusted to their care. Because there's things in life more important than money, and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media. Check out our podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or your favorite podcast app, or schedule a complimentary meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. Enjoy the rest of the game and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money.
As we come back to the DeWitt Gym, Dordt closed out the win 25-16. You see a kill by Aubrey Herbolsheimer. Herbolsheimer for Mount Marty has 4 kills. Isabella Cumana with one of her 4 kills. Dordt led in kills. Bailey Doctor with 8. Briley Schweer has 6. Kelly MacArthur and Sophie Johnson each have 13 assists. McKenna Koima has 15. For the Mount Marty Lancers, 5 kills each for Indall and Weber, 11 kills for Whitmire, and 6 digs for Mines and Weber. So Dordt leading 2 sets to nothing, courtesy the 27-25, 25-16 wins in sets 1 and 2. (25-16), defenders winning set 2, and we're just about set for 3. This is one of several matches happening around the conference tonight. Elsewhere in the league this evening, Doane is at Jamestown, College of St. Mary is at Northwestern, Hastings is at Dakota Wesley, and Concordia is at Briar Cliff, and Midland is at Morningside. And so the defenders, Kelly MacArthur with service. We'll get an update on that hockey match in just a little bit. MacArthur starts set 3 off with an ace serve, and the Dordt defenders lead 1-0. 1-0 our score. Overpass, Schweer tries to put it away. Mount Marty gets to it. Here come the defenders. Koima back over to MacArthur. MacArthur to Doctor. Doctor dug up. Now Dordt pushes it right back after Mount Marty did. Weber, and we've got 4 contacts called on Mount Marty as Weber's attack never made it over the net. Dordt leads 2-0. 2-0 our score. Two to nothing our score off high hands. Dordt recovers. MacArthur gets it left side over to Donhofer. Donhofer with a kill. Dordt leading 3-0. Like to see this by the defenders. Getting out quickly here in set number 3, taking a 3-0 lead. Over in the Vernon Arena, Dordt leads Drake 3-1. And another ace serve for Kelly MacArthur, and the Dordt defenders lead 4-0. 4-0, Dordt leads here in set number 3. Dordt winning set 1, 27-25, set 2, 25-16, and leading here in set number 3, 4-0. Four contacts called on Julia Weber, and the Mount Marty Lancers are going to call the timeout. Timeout on the floor, charged to the Lancers. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more right after this. Kelly MacArthur with serve as we return to action. Mount Marty Lancers attacking off high hands controlled by Van Clay. Gets it to MacArthur, back over to Donhofer. Donhofer unable to put it away, passed over the net, saved by Koima. Comes back to MacArthur. MacArthur sets it to Schweer. Schweer with a kill. Dordt leads 6-0. 6-0 our score. And the short serve taken by Mines. Right side over high hands and a kill for Whitmire. It's 6-1. So 6-1 our score. Lancers have service. This is Weber. And Weber's serve taken by Lydia Van Clay. Back over to MacArthur. Left side to Doctor, and we've got a double contact called on the Lancers. That time the player contacted it and then ended up with a second contact coming off of her forehead. And the Dordt defenders, Maddie Viss with serve controlled. Lancers right side off high hand, saved by Maddie Viss. Back over to MacArthur. Set left side to Sparts, off speed. Lancers pushed over the block, covered by MacArthur. Bump set by Koima, goes outside to Sparts. Sparts for the kill. Taryn Sparts with the kill, and the Dordt defender lead is 8-1. So Dordt in the driver's seat early in set number 3. Leading in the match 2-0. And Maddie Viss will serve. McKenna Koima wipes some of the moisture up off of the floor. And Maddie Viss has serve controlled. Here come the Lancers. Right side attack off high hand. Saved by Viss. Gets it over to MacArthur. Down ball by Doctor. Dug up by Mount Marty. Dordt reloading. Set left side to Kamler. Kamler off the block. Mount Marty scrambling. One arm save. Pushed over the net. Save. Koima. MacArthur back to Doctor. Doctor with a swing. Doctor with a kill. Ellie Doctor makes it 9-1. Lancers are going to let it ride for the time being. And the serve controlled by Viss. Gets it to the middle, and Koima. Save, down ball, and it goes outside the antenna on the attack by Kamler. Point Lancers. Dordt leads 9-2. 9-2 our score. And we have some moisture on the floor now. Dordt leading 9-2. And they've got the towels out. And serving is Ivy Mines. Ivy Mines serve short, taken by Schweer to MacArthur. Back over to Schweer. Schweer wide and out of bounds. Point Lancers, it's 9-3. Nine to 3. And Ivy Mines has service. A pause in the action. Not sure what the delay was there. Mines serving. Taken by Koima. Gets it to MacArthur. Set middle Schweer. Schweer with a swing. Controlled. Lancers down ball. Wide and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt leads 10-3 after the attack error. So 10-3. And the serve is controlled by Mount Marty. Lancers attacking through the block. Pushed over the net. Saved. Now tapped by Sparts. Sparts unable to keep it alive. And the defenders trail a lead 10-4. So the defenders still in front. Mount Marty trying to chip away though. If you stay away from the 2 and 3 point, you stay away from the 3-point strings, you'll probably be okay if you're Dordt. Viss, right side. Doctor long and out of bounds. Point Lancers. And the Lancers have scored 4 of the last 5. So the Lancers scoring 4 of the last 5. Viss has to lay out for that serve receive. Unable to keep it in play though. An ace serve for the Lancers. And the Lancers creeping back over them 4 at 10-6, so they continue to chip away. Serve catches the tape, rolls over. It's 10-7. 4 points in a row, 6 of the last 7. Well, the defenders have to stop the string now. We talked about that in the pregame, that's one of the things that has been noted here early in the season, is Dordt will sometimes give up points in bunches, and they are right now. 5 points in a row by the Lancers. Dordt leads 10-8. Dordt will use a timeout. Timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more right after this. Blocked at the net, Karina Timmerman. Allie Timmermans with a swing from the right side for the kill. Dordt Karina gets it back over to Rassler. Rassler to Voss. Voss with a kill.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
Dordt leading here in set 3, but Mount Marty rallying. And the Mount Marty Lancers still serving. This is Zoe Birch. And Birch served, taken by Koima to MacArthur, right side. Doctor unable to put it away. Set comes back, and Dordt puts the block up. Weg and Doctor recording the block. And the Dordt defenders lead 11-8. So Dordt stops the run. Now let's see if they can answer with a string of points of their own. And Sophie Johnson serve, controlled by the Lancers. Set right side, Herbolsheimer. Herbolsheimer saved by Sparts on the second contact. Lancers load up. Power tip, dug by Johnson off the block. Right side, MacArthur. MacArthur dug, cross-court shot. Lancers attacking, and a kill by Indahl. Indahl with the kill. So Indahl moments ago with the kill. And now she'll serve. 11-9 defenders. Viss has to go after that one last instant. Johnson keeps it alive with one-handed set. And now going up solo, that was Weber. Weber with the kill. So Weber with the kill, and Mount Marty has rallied to within 11-10. 11-10, Viss, Johnson, MacArthur, blocked, dug by Koima, back to MacArthur. MacArthur hits it wide and out of bounds, and we're tied 11-all. 11-11 our score, set number 3. Serving for the Lancers will be Addison Indahl. And Indahl serve taken by Viss to MacArthur. Set goes outside. Sparts unable to put it away. Down ball controlled by Weg. MacArthur tips it over the block. Save. Whitmire right side. Herbolsheimer. Herbolsheimer into the net. Point defenders. Dordt leads 12-11. 12-11 serving will be Macy Kamler for the defenders, leading by a point. So serving Kamler. Kamler jump serve, controlled by the Lancers and Chaitka. And it goes wide and out of bounds on the attack by Weber. Point defenders. And Dordt leads 13-11. 13-11 defenders. And the serve controlled. Here come the Lancers. Lancers attacking off the block and the kill. Julia Weber with the kill. It's 13-12 defenders. So Dordt trying to hang on here. Love to close this one out in 3, just simply because when you've had the challenges that Dordt has so far this season, you really, when you have a team on the ropes, you want to finish them off. Dordt puts a block up. Wagon Kumana with the block. Dordt leads 14-12. 14-12. Dordt had a big lead early in this one, but the Lancers have come back and rallied. And the serve controlled. Lancers right side, and cross-court shot missing wide is Julia Weber. So Julia Weber makes it 15-12. Dordt with that attack error. And McKenna Koima serving. McKenna Koima serve controlled by the Lancers. Tipped over the block, saved by Johnson. Lydia Van Clay with a bump set outside. And it's pushed over the net by Donhofer, right side, and an attack error on the Lancers and Gabby Miller. Dordt leads 16-12, and the Lancers might need to think about using the timeout here. 16-12, short serve. Lancers, Herbolsheimer, and an overpass, and it's put down by Donhofer. Donhofer on the overpass puts it away. 4 in a row for the defenders. Dordt leads 17-12. Timeout, Mount Marty. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more right after this.
Sioux County Radio and the Dordt Media Network are excited to announce that every Sioux Center home football game will be brought to you over Dordt Media Network's multiple camera system. Throwing and making a catch. It's a touchdown. Great video along with the voices you know from Sioux County Radio. Sioux Center Warrior Football, home and away, broadcast in English on Sioux Ritmo 101.5 FM.
Reminder that our pregame and postgame shows are brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. The Dordt defenders with a 17-12 lead. Riley Donhofer's kill off an overpass moments ago, precipitating that second timeout, charge to Mount Marty. And serving for the defenders will be McKenna Koima. And serve controlled. Set goes to the middle, saved by Koima. Johnson with a pass over to Donhofer. Donhofer unable to put it away. Lancers attacking, set left side Weber. Dug by Van Clay, back set right side Cumana. Cumana hits it long and out of bounds, point Mount Marty. So the Mount Marty Lancers with a 17, I have cut into the lead at 17-13. Over at the Ice Arena, Dordt leading Drake 5-1. Serve taken by Van Clay, back over to Johnson, right side Cumana. Cumana with a kill. Isabella Cumana. Mount Marty on the serve receive. Set goes to the middle, and out of the middle for the kill is Weber. Weber makes it 18-14. 18-14. Weber now serving. And the Mount Marty Lancers. Serve receive, Van Clay, right side after the serve by the Lancers, and Donhofer blocked at the net, 18-15, and here comes Mount Marty. Mount Marty back to within 3 at 18-15. And the serve catches the tape. Van Clay gets to it. MacArthur with a bump set, pushed over the net by Doctor. Mount Marty attacking out of the middle. A stab saved by Koima. Kept it alive, Doctor. Back over to Koima. Koima pushes it over the net. Free ball. Mount Marty right side, and the kill for the Lancers and Fisher. It's 18-16. 18-16. Dordt has a timeout remaining, but they need to be judicious with it. So 18-16. And the set goes over to Doctor. Doctor unable to put it away. Got off of the block. Set right side. Blocked at the net again on the attack by Fisher. Pushed over the block. Save Van Clay. Van Clay unable to get to it on the second contact as she had to change directions quickly. And now the Dordt defenders will use a timeout. Dordt leading 18-17, but they use up timeout number 2. Both teams out of timeouts now. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products, caseysbakery.com. Back with more after this.
One-on-one with the keeper. Is that Stewart? No, it's Tell. Karina Tell. Here comes Dordt, one-on-one with the keeper, and a shot is made and a goal scored. Now she'll cross it in. On the goal, and beautiful header. Who was it?
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
17 defenders by a point. Dordt hanging on to the lead, but Marty threatening. Dordt leading the match 2 sets to 0. Serve is controlled by Koima to MacArthur. Comes back to Donhofer, unable to put it down. Now an overpass, and Donhofer puts it away. Well, they needed to call 4 contacts. And finally the whistle comes. It's 19-17. Nobody blew the whistle. Kept playing. And the defenders looked like they were ready to go into scramble mode. 19-17, serve controlled. Here come the Lancers outside. Block put up on the attack by Indall. Indall with another swing. This one gets through the block. It's 19-18. 19-18, Indall with the kill. And for Indall, she's had a productive night at the net. Serve is short, controlled. Viss over to MacArthur. MacArthur outside, it goes Sparts. Sparts unable to put it down. Set goes to the middle, and a double contact called on the Lancers. Weber and Indall each have 8 kills for the Lancers. Doctor has 10 for the defenders. Dordt leading 20-18. Schweer serving, short serve. Lancers get to it. Indall over the block. Dordt attacking. MacArthur to Doctor. Doctor unable to put it down. From behind the spike line for the kill is Weber, and it's 20-19. So the two teams exchanging points now with the defenders leading 20-19. And serving for the Lancers will be Zoe Birch. Birch's serve taken by Viss. MacArthur, right side Doctor, bangs it off the block for the kill. It's 21-19. 21-19. Sophie Johnson checking in to serve. And Johnson will line it up and send it over. Sophie's knuckleball serve taken by Weber. And missing wide and out of bounds is Indall. Point defenders. Dordt leads 22-19. Both teams are out of timeouts. Sophie Johnson has service. Dordt with the free ball. Johnson back outside. It goes to Sparts, and Sparts, well, they'll call a double contact on Sophie Johnson. Didn't get that one up cleanly. And the Dordt lead is 22-20. 22-20 defenders trying to hang on and close it out. Got a little bit of work to do, though. The Dordt defenders leading. Critical serve here. Addison Indall serve, taken by Viss to MacArthur, dumped over the net, saved by the Lancers. Free ball in effect, outside it goes, and a kill. Julia Weber makes it 22-21. Now this is a really pivotal serve. 22-21. Van Clay to Johnson, Johnson to Sparts, Sparts dug by Mines. Controlled by Sparts, got it to Koima, bumps it outside to Sparts, Sparts into the net, point Mount Marty. We're tied 22-22. Dordt's used both of their timeouts. Mount Marty used both of theirs early. Now Dordt's got to break out of this. And the serve taken by Viss to MacArthur. Outside it goes Sparts. Sparts with a swing. Controlled by Mount Marty. Mount Marty dug by Viss. Taken by Johnson. Throws it up high to Sparts. Over the block. Saved by Whitmire. Dug by Viss. Backline. Johnson. Outside it goes Sparts. Sparts from well off of the net. Mount Marty attacking right side. Banged off of the block. Kept it alive Viss. Viss to MacArthur. MacArthur Sparts. Sparts with a swing and the kill. Taryn Sparts with the kill. Dordt now leading 23-22, trying to get to set point. So Sparts tying it up moments ago. It was tied up moments ago. Now giving Dordt a lead, 23-22. Macy Kamler with service. Be a big point for an ace here if she could get one. Doesn't that time. Mount Marty attacking over the block. Saved by Johnson. Kamler pushes it up to Cumana. Cumana taps it over the block. Now a joust and Weig wins out. Weig puts the overpass away, 24-22. Dordt now at set and match point for Ellie Weig, the kill, her third. Serving is Macy Kamler. Dordt at set and match point. Kamler serve taken by the Lancers. Block put up by the defenders that time. Saved by Donhofer. Johnson right side. Cumana. Cumana off the block. Kill. Well, the Dordt defenders get the win in conference play tonight. 27-25, 25-16, and 25-22. The Dordt defenders improved to 2-11 overall, 1-6 in the conference. Mount Marty 9-11 overall, 2-5 in Great Plains Athletic Conference play. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the Wireless World postgame show right after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Sioux County Radio and the Dordt Media Network are excited to announce that every Sioux Center home football game will be brought to you over Dordt Media Network's multiple camera system.
Throwing and making a catch. It's a touchdown.
Great video along with the voices you know from Sioux County Radio. Sioux Center Warrior Football, home and away, broadcast in English on Sioux Ritmo 101.5 FM.
This is the Wireless World post-game show brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. The Dordt defenders got a little dicey for periods of play, but they were able to hang on to win it. Set number 1 back and forth early with tied at 14-14 Dordt. Little bit of a run to go up 20-15, actually led by 5, 21-16. And we're still up 4 at 23-19 before the Lancers rallied to tie it at 25. The Lancers never, though, got to set. Well, they were up 25-24 and serving for the set. Dordt was able to tie it. That was the first of 3 points in a row to make it 27-25, the final. Set number 2, the defenders and Lancers tied at 2, 3, and 4 before Dordt opened a 14-6 lead. Lancers never got closer than 5 the rest of the way. Dordt wins it 25-16. And set number 3 looked like it was going to be a ho-hum affair, with Dordt leading 9-1 and 10-3. And the Lancers came back to tie it at 11, though. That was the only time it would be tied, though, as Dordt held off the Mount Marty did tie it at 22 again, though. It was 18-17, 19-18, 20-19, 22-22, and then Dordt closes it with 3 points in a row, making it 25-22, the final in set number 3. Unofficially, the defenders led today by Ellie Doctor with 11 kills, 8 kills for Briley Schweer. For the Mount Marty Lancers, Weber had 10 kills unofficially, and Whitmire had 21. Let's take another break, and we will be back with more on the Wireless World postgame show right after this 2-minute timeout.
Sioux County Radio and the Dordt Media Network are excited to announce that every Sioux Center home football game will be brought to you over Dordt Media Network's multiple camera system.
Throwing and making a catch. It's a touchdown.
Great video along with the voices you know from Sioux County Radio. Sioux Center Warrior Football, home and away, broadcast in English on Sioux Ritmo 101.5 FM.
You'll be fine. Welcome back to the Wireless World postgame show. Today's pregame and postgame show is brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. The Defenders getting a 3-0 win tonight over the Mount Marty Lancers. Final set scores in this one: 27-25, 25-19, I believe, and 25-22. The final in set number 3. And before we get to Coach Jackie Smith, we are going to visit with Riley Donhofer. Riley is a senior on the Dordt University volleyball team, an outside hitter from Sioux City, Iowa. And Riley, took us a little while to get that first one in conference play, but it feels good, I would imagine, to get that first one here tonight.
Yeah, it feels amazing.
It's been a while since you played, 6 days again since the Concordia match. How do you put that match behind you and then move forward and get ready for this weekend playing a couple of matches at home?
Concordia was a really tough opponent, and we knew that going in, but I think the thing that we really lacked during our game was communication, so that's been something that we've been really working on in practice this past week. So we just really upped our communication, and I think it paid off.
You are from Sioux City, little ways away from home, but not too far. How'd you end up at Dordt?
My mom went here. They have a really
Okay.
good science program, so it was an easy choice.
Yeah, I was working on Scholar Athlete nominations, and you qualified just like you have the last couple of years. Biology major, do I have that right?
Yep.
What's the hopes after graduating from Dordt?
Hopefully I'll go to medical school.
Okay.
So that's.
Now, are you in the midst of those applications now at this point, or does that happen in the spring?
Yep. This is application season right now, so it's definitely busy.
What's the dream? Where would you like to go if you had your choice?
I would like to go to Des Moines to go to
Okay.
DO school. So.
Yep. So you doctor of
Osteopathic.
osteopathic. What does that mean?
It's just a little different than a medical
Okay.
doctor, but basically it's the same.
More or less a general practitioner. Okay, and that's what you want to get into, family medicine, things like that?
Family
or what?
medicine, maybe OB. I'm not really sure.
Why? What interests you about that? Why did you choose this path?
Well, my mom is also a doctor, so it's
Okay.
kind of something I grew up around, and it's just been a big part of my life. And yeah, I can't really imagine any other career path. So.
Sure. So you were settled on that right from the start, never varied from it?
Nope.
How tough has it been? I'm just curious.
It's really busy. I mean, I usually have at least 2, if not 3 labs every semester, so it's tough with volleyball. I mean, those are 3-hour class periods every week, so it's a lot of work, but it's doable and it's a lot of fun.
Now you'll graduate in the spring, in May?
Yep.
Full schedule all the way through?
Yes, sir.
Not cruising or anything like
Nope.
that? No. What's it like having Peyton here, having a little sister here?
I love it. It's so nice. I really missed her those first couple years
Yeah.
without her, so it's nice that we get to play together again. I mean, we played together all through high school, obviously, so it's just really nice to have her here with me.
Sounds good. Well, you've got College of St. Mary tomorrow. Let's try to make it 2 in a row.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Riley. Riley Donhofer talking about today's match and also what's coming up for the Dordt defenders. And you can go ahead and hand that to Coach Smith when she is set. And Coach Smith will make her way over. Let's give you some of the numbers while we do that. The defenders, led by Riley Donhofer and Ellie Doctor with 9 and 11 kills respectively. 8 for Briley Schweer, 4 for Taryn Sparts, 5 for Isabella Cumana, 15 assists for Sophie Johnson, 18 assists for Kelly MacArthur. McKenna Koima had 20 digs. Looks like a couple others with 6. I'm looking at the ace serves, Dordt with 4. And Mount Marty ended up with 6. They were led by Birch with 3 ace serves. Weber had 10 kills and 8 kills for Indall. Herbolsheimer, Fisher, and Miller all with 4 kills for the Lancers. And Coach Jackie Smith has made her way up and talking with Riley about this week. You had the match last week with Concordia on Saturday. Then you took Sunday off. Monday you get back to it. And she said a lot of it was communication, talking about that in practice and trying to get on the same page. I don't know if I'm putting words in her mouth now, but getting on the same page. And how do you feel you made progress in that front through the week and into tonight, Coach?
Yeah, I was really happy with the progress we made. We spent most of our week talking about just the 3 C's: communication, coverage, celebration. And I saw moments tonight where earlier in this season, it might have been a point of chaos on the court. And
that's the 4th C.
Yeah, that's the 4th C, and we don't want that one. So there was moments where we were just over-communicating, but our communication was calm and collected. And, hey, I'm taking this and mine. All right, get behind it, go swing. And it just allowed us to play more confidently and comfortably out there. So I was really happy to see that tonight.
Playing a Mount Marty team that really, I think the strength of them seems to be, from what I watched a match with the College of St. Mary where they played a couple of weeks ago. That speaks to the state of my life. But watched that and I thought, okay, this is a team that on a given night, very similar to Dordt in that maybe don't have that 1 or 2 players that can put it away, but diversified and somebody gets hot and they cover the court pretty well. It's a type of team that can present some challenges.
Yeah, we kind of prepared this week talking about Mount Marty, and I was just like, you know what? They're really scrappy and they are relentless from every hitting position on the court. We knew that they were relatively outside heavy, but they do a really nice job of just like not quitting. And sometimes I think that we think that those teams are going to quit, and they don't. And they're just a relentless pursuit. They serve tough. They do a lot of good things. We talked about this week, one of the few teams that's taken a couple sets off of Concordia.
Yep.
So we wanted to come in with a healthy amount of respect, and just knew that they were going to be balanced and try to defend the most amount of the volleyball court that we could.
You continue to tinker with the lineup, and you're trying to get the most out of the different pieces that you have. How do I ask this? Will you ever be able to settle on a lineup, or is some of it going to be dictated by the team that you play, what you're going to do with your lineups at times?
Yeah, I think it's been kind of turning into a little bit of a strength for us that we've tried a lot of different things and had some experience with some different things. So it's you don't want to change things every single match or every single set, but I think we're getting close to something that we're really confident with, but we know that we've got depth in some positions that, all right, on a given night, our team is struggling a little bit, or this individual player is struggling a little bit, we can make a change. So we'd like to be able to stay consistent so that we can get stronger and more confident and be more aggressive, and then add things and add layers. So
Sure.
The goal isn't to change everything, but if we need to tinker or we need to change one piece here or there, we feel comfortable to do that.
College of St. Mary tomorrow, how good are they?
They are very good. They are really strong, relentless attack. They've got some strong middle attackers, and those have presented some problems for us in other matches. So we spent some time this week just preparing for that as well, and we really wanted to get a little bit more confident as blockers tonight. So 10 blocks, I was really happy with that overall, and they're a good team. We're going to do our best to compete every single point and try and take care of the 3 C's.
Matt Boss will be up for the play-by-play of that one on the Dordt Media Network, so he'll be in my chair, or this chair, I shouldn't call it mine, this chair tomorrow, and we will we'll have that for you on the Dordt Media Network. Thanks for coming up, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thanks, Mike.
That's Jackie Smith talking about tonight's match, and that is going to do it for the Wireless World post-match. The Dordt Defenders winners in 3 over the Mount Marty Lancers here this evening. 27-25, 25-16, and 25-22. Tune in again tomorrow. Dordt Media Network will have volleyball for you, beginning with junior varsity at 1:30 versus the College of St. Mary, and followed at 3 o'clock by the varsity match. Dordt football tomorrow on KIHK Radio 106.9. The Defenders taking on the Hastings Broncos on the road. And Dordt hockey tomorrow afternoon as well. That'll be a 2 o'clock face-off in Sioux Center at the All-Season Center. Vernon Arena, I think the final there, Dordt 6, Drake 1 this evening. That'll do it for our broadcast. For the Dordt Media Network crew, I'm Mike Biker. Have a good evening.